We have a massive Red Sox move incoming, and I'm telling you, this is huge for Boston, as new reports have come out stating that Alex Bregman is ready to have discussions of a contract restructurement and extension. We'll give you the latest on Breggy right here on Red Sox Digest. Welcome in, everybody. I'm Jace Andrews. We appreciate you taking the time out of your day to join it with us. And before we get going, want to remind you of a challenge that Yankees Digest put upon us, saying that there was no way we were going to hit 3,000 subscribers here on Red Sox Digest by the end of the week. We are less than 160 subscribers away from doing so and sticking it to Yankees fans. So if you are new here and you are not subscribed, today is the day. Help me prove that Red Sox Nation is way better than whatever they got going on in the Bronx. Today's report, Alex Bregman, we got a massive update on him as an extension is possible, but there is a free agency decision that also looms large. We'll tell you kind of a backstory here quick and then get into today's report. First off, there has not been really many updates on Alex Bregman's injury. Now, this was back in May when he had a significant calf injury. There was no timetable set for his return. However, we have gotten recent videos and recent reports that it's looking like he should be back and ready. Now, that's where the free agency decision comes in, because Alex Bregman has been absolutely fantastic for the Boston Red Sox this year. In fact, before he went down, he was the Red Sox best hitter, Rafael Devers aside. And the Red Sox now are at a point, after trading Devers, that they really need to keep a guy like Alex Bregman around. Because if they do not, I would hate to see what a team next year looks like. And the front office, the management, there seems to be kind of differentiating opinions on if the Red Sox need to win now, if the Red Sox are sellers and they should try and plan more for the future. But either way, I think Alex Bregman is a future guy. I think he's the guy that you try and keep here long term. And for whatever reason, Craig Breslow, what a surprise, doesn't see it because he's a horrible baseball officer. Either way, I'm not going to talk about Craig Breslow. Let's talk about the report here. So what is the latest on him? Well, we got this tweet yesterday from Boston Sports Gordo saying Alex Bregman is open to negotiating a new contract with the Red Sox to stay in Boston long term. Now, his agent Scott Boras said this today, and basically coming out and saying if the Red Sox approach Bregman, he will listen. And yet, guess what? Mr. Craig Breslow said. He said, when those conversations need to happen, they'll happen. All right, buddy, they need to happen now because I'm getting a little tired of this. Like, I don't hate to say it. Craig Breslow could easily be fired at the end of this year if Alex Bregman stays the entire season and then opts out of his contract. That is an easy thing that I could see happening, and then Craig Breslow needs to be sent to the curb within 5 seconds. Now, there's a lot to kind of digest and talk about in this report, and so let's go to the quote from Scott Boras directly saying, I always tell the team, and Alex directs me to tell them, we're always open to any conversation. Any player who plays well somewhere, it's something that's important for the team and important for the player. It's an additive, end quote. Now, it's a match made in heaven, Alex Bregman and the Boston Red Sox, because his swing is perfect for Fenway. And he's hit well here in his career, and in the 2 months he had before his injury, he was showing why exactly this contract was going to work out perfectly. And then he got injured, which, again, he has had some injuries in the past, but this one, kind of like he had a couple years ago, is a significant one in his calf, and he is still yet to return. When he went out like May 20th, and now we're a month into the injury, it sounds like he should be back before the All-Star break, but there's no full confirmation on that just yet. He's obviously got to start a rehab assignment, and there's so much more to go, and he hasn't done any of that. And frankly, it could maybe set him back a little bit in a free agency situation. But if I'm the Red Sox, if he comes back and starts hitting the ball well again, extend him. Extend him, extend him, extend him. Because I'm looking at this roster and I'm thinking, who are the Red Sox, who are they committing long-term money to? And right now it's Brayan Bello, who, he's done great. Like the past couple starts, he's been pretty good. I'm not going to complain about that one. And Christian Campbell. I love Christian Campbell. He's going to be great. I know he's in AAA. I don't see that as a bad contract. That's fine. But there's not many people that are going to be here long term. Like, I think Whitlock's the next guy. And he's like till 2029, 2030. Lock up Alex Bregman. Give me somebody that you're not going to trade away. And for whatever reason, Craig Breslow has this model that he continues to follow, saying, this isn't the right decision to make. This isn't the right decision to make. You know what's not the right decision to make? To trade your franchise player. You know what's not the right decision to make? To then let a guy who you signed for $40 million a year play well and then potentially opt out this season. And that's not what you should do at all. Now, Aliana Mohammed also had a report on Newsweek kind of talking about saying, quote, Bregman has the potential to carry this team to October. He is a two-time All-Star and could be a player the Red Sox want to build around. Signing him to an extension is now a possibility as the Red Sox have the money and his representative is ready to talk, end quote. Well, of course they have the money because, well, they traded away Rafael Devers. That's not the right one. And here is that. The Red Sox saved $250 million by trading Devers. Now they have the money. They can pay Alex Bregman comfortably, and there is a chance he opts out. The way he has been playing, he could easily opt out. Could easily do that. There's also the option that you trade him. Jeff Passan released an article and had Alex Bregman as, if he were to become available, he has only a 10% chance of being traded, but if he were to become available, the number one trade target for opposing teams. The number one trade target. Contract extension talks have not yet begun because of what Craig Breslow said. Scott Boras was in Anaheim this weekend. He was there and had time, and obviously that's when the quotes came out saying that, Bregman's ready. He wants to talk and he's ready to listen, because Boras was asked the question, what does Alex Bregman think about it? Because sometimes there are players who don't want to discuss contract restructurements or extensions during the season. And Bregman was ready. And Craig Breslow, this dope, comes out and says, we'll have those contracts when we're ready. We'll have those discussions when we're ready. When is a better time, bro? Talk to him and get him on this dang roster. I don't understand why discussions haven't even been started. But to give backstory into why I think and why this scares me that we're not going to extend him, is if you look back to the offseason, Craig Breslow did not want to sign Alex Bregman. That was not what he wanted to do. It was Alex Cora. It was other people in the front office. It was people who don't follow a model that wanted to sign Alex Bregman. And it's been a fantastic signing. It has been. He's getting paid $40 million a year. That is a lot. I would argue if he didn't get injured, he'd be well worth that money. Well worth it. And for Craig Breslow, you need to get some of the fan base back on your side. I know there are people, and listen, I'm not going to try and harp on this Devers trade because it's gone, it's over, it's whatever. We can't do anything about it. That's fine. But it is hard when you look at this Red Sox team. And for the past 4 years, it's been mid after mid after mid. 500 years. Last year we were 81 and 81. It's always been this mid team for the past 4 seasons. And now you come in here, and now year 2, in which you're supposed to, improve this roster. You did a great job getting Crochet, but then you trade away Rafael Devers. And if you don't get Alex Bregman re-signed and he leaves next season and opts out and goes to, Detroit, whatever, what happens next year? What happens? Because at that point, there's a very real possibility Jarren Duran gets traded as well. So you're talking about an outfield of Roman Anthony, Ceddanne Rafaela, Willie Abreu, which I'm not saying is a bad outfield. I love that. But then your first baseman is Tristan Casas. Second baseman, Christian Campbell. Maybe first baseman's Christian Campbell. Second baseman, Meyer. Shortstop is Story. Your catcher, Narvaez. And your rotation is still Garrett Crochet and Bello, and then the rest. That's not a championship caliber team as Boston expects. I don't know if the Red Sox would fire Craig Breslow, simply put, because there is a term in GMs will not want to take this job if they know how cutthroat it is in some ways. But at the same time, Craig Breslow is playing with fire and he's not well liked inside this organization at all. And personally, I would like to see Alex Cora run the organization. I'd like to see him as the GM. I think he would make a fantastic GM. But unfortunately, we don't get our wish. So I don't know what's going to happen, but I know I need Bregman in a Red Sox uniform. Let me know your thoughts, opinions, discussions in the comments section. Do you want Alex Bregman to re-sign? What do you feel about Craig Breslow? Do you think the team should trade Alex Bregman? I mean, there's some people who might have that opinion. Let me know all your thoughts down below. But that is all we got for you here today on Red Sox Digest. We will see you next time, and peace out from Beantown.